Thank you, VP A.D. Sykes, for that insight. But I'm just here to support your decision to bring in this world-class individual to be the next women's basketball coach at Florida A&M University, Bridgette Gordon. By the way, our paths have crossed in the past, for 12 years. Some of you know I worked in Oak Ridge, Tennessee, at Oak Ridge National Laboratory, and during that time was when she was a student athlete at the University of Tennessee, where she won 2 consecutive national championships on the Pat Head Summit. In fact, the first one in 1987 was the first championship that Coach Summit had achieved. And so we know that she has it in her DNA, that winning spirit. She went on from there to actually win a gold medal, right, yes, and had the highest shooting percentage of women athletes who participated on that team. I think she shot something on a 55% or so. Yes. So that means she didn't miss very often. And so I know she's going to bring all that here to Florida A&M University. But what I'm really impressed with the most is that she understands why she's here, really looking at ways to advance these young ladies on the courts and in the classroom and everywhere else that they may choose to be. And so I'm really excited about this election. AD VP Sykes, thank you for allowing me to join you this afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you, President Robinson. Good afternoon. I appreciate everyone being here today for this exciting moment in FAMU women's basketball history. Today starts a new chapter for the FAMU women's basketball program. I will be brief, but I want to acknowledge a few people who helped us make this happen. I want to thank David Self, Associate General Counsel, Teresa Brown, Senior Associate Director of Human Resources, and Ella Kisseluk, Assistant Vice President of Human Resources. I also want to thank our women's basketball student athletes, their families who have trusted us to give them the best educational and athletic experience possible, and all supporters of FAMU women's basketball, especially the 220 Quarterback Club, the National Rattler F Club, and even more especially the Rattler Boosters. Finally, I want to thank President Robinson for your commitment to FAMU athletics, your unwavering support of me in this role, and your continued leadership of the nation's premier HBCU. I am truly grateful for your trust in me to lead FAMU athletics. And while today is all about women's basketball, I do want to take this opportunity in front of all of you, especially the media, to acknowledge the hard work of our Director of Communications and Digital Strategy, Josh Padilla. Josh was recently named SWAC Sports Information Director of the Year. Congratulations, Josh, and thank you for everything you do to highlight our athletics program. It is no doubt in my mind that part of the reason this position yielded such high interest is due to Josh's skill in amplifying FAMU athletics. So thank you, Josh. There was overwhelming interest in this position. This is a testament to the athletics and academic reputation of this prestigious university. People were so eager to recommend others and sometimes even recommend themselves for this role. In fact, the interest was so high that my text messages swelled to over 500 in less than 48 hours, and I was forced to create an Excel spreadsheet to organize the list of interested candidates. I eventually enlisted Renaissance Search and Consulting, a Black-owned search firm, to assist with the process. I want to thank their founder, Herb Courtney, and Adam Gordon, RSC's VP of Athletics, for their assistance. I laid out a very aggressive timeline on identifying our next head women's basketball coach. It was important to be quick, but thorough. And I am confident that we found the perfect person to lead Rattler basketball. When I met with the women's basketball team and asked them what they wanted in a coach, many of them said they wanted a proven winner, so that's what I went out and found. Bridgette Gordon is a proven winner as an athlete and coach. No stranger to Florida basketball, Gordon won a Florida High School Athletic Association state championship and was crowned Miss Florida basketball. She went on to the University of Tennessee, where she was named SEC Rookie of the Year, SEC Player of the Year, SEC Female Athlete of the Year, was a 2-time All-American, made 4 Final Four appearances, and won 2 NCAA national championships. Her jersey was later retired by the University of Tennessee. She went on to represent the United States of America in the Olympic Games in Seoul, Korea, and won a gold medal. Coach Gordon went on to have a long, distinguished professional career where she competed for over a decade in Europe. She won multiple Italian Professional League championships and European Cup championships. After her time overseas, she spent 2 seasons in the WNBA competing for the Sacramento Monarchs. In 2007, she was inducted into the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame. As an assistant coach, she's had stops at Stetson University, Georgia State, Wichita State, the University of Tennessee, Southern Methodist University, Kansas State, and the University of Cincinnati. During her coaching career, she's made 7 NCAA tournament appearances. Needless to say, Coach Gordon is well respected and well connected in the basketball community. As we embark on this journey with Coach Gordon, we are filled with anticipation and enthusiasm about what lies ahead. With a wealth of experience and a passion for the game, she brings a dynamic vision to our women's basketball program and will surely elevate our team to new levels of competitiveness and success. She is ready to lean into the incredible athletic history and academic profile of this great institution. She will recruit elite academic and athletic talent to represent Florida A&M University. I shared with Coach Gordon the same goals that I've shared with every single coach in our department, and that is for every student athlete to leave with a degree in one hand and a championship ring on the other. And now at this time, I ask that you join me in welcoming our 8th head coach in the history of FAMU women's basketball, Coach Bridgette Gordon.
I'm gonna have to get out my readers. And I would just like to say thank you for that wonderful introduction. First of all, I would like to thank God for blessing me with this opportunity. I would like to thank my mother and my rest of my family for their love and support over the years. Thank you for believing in me and praying for the desires of my heart to be a head coach and witnessing that dream come true today. It's an honor and a privilege to sit here in front of you and those watching online as the head coach for FAMU Women's Basketball Program. It's a tremendous honor and accomplishment to be selected to lead a group of young ladies from this prestigious university. I got into coaching because I love the game. I love to teach. I love to make other people better. I love empowering young people. That's exactly who I am, who I've been, and who I will be as your head coach here at FAMU. A special thanks goes out to the athletic director, Tiffany, and President Robinson. I want to thank you for entrusting me with this prestigious program and to lead it. Okay, so I like to talk about what's coming here to FAMU with me. This moment right now remind me if I'm here sitting here and reminiscing of all the long talks that I had with colleagues about one day being a head coach. And what a better place to be in your own state, the state of Florida, where I was born and raised and breathed to be here today. I'm so honored and humbled for this chance. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. My heart is filled with gratitude. My eyes are filled with tears of joy. I know my coach and mentor, Pat Summon, is looking down from heaven and will be so proud of me, as well as my Lady of All family. I'm excited and I'm ready. I had a meeting with the girls earlier. I told them I'm excited. I bring this energy every day. It never takes a day off. I'm excited about coming here. I'm ready to work with my team, and I'm going to learn so much by being a blessing to be their coach. Now back to where all this come from. FAMU women basketball, the plan. Offensively and defensively. I'll let the ladies know I'm a defensive-minded coach. I scored a lot of points in my career, but it all started with defense. And it doesn't take talent to play defense. It just takes heart, dedication, and sacrifice. You're going to see a unique design of basketball that is tailored to our young ladies' skill set and talent. We're going to play up-tempo. We're going to highlight their skill sets and their talents. The picture I like to present, and what I'm going to do here, assist all these wonderful young ladies to create a brand of basketball here that is known as FAMU women's basketball. FAMU basketball is going to be about passion and energy. You should be able to turn on the TV and know who we are playing, even if your TV is distorted. By the energy that we will play with and by how we bond together. Because when Coach Summit, when I was at the University of Tennessee, it was never about how many points you scored. Tiffany didn't introduce me and say I scored X amount of points. She just told me I was a part of a championship. And that's what it's about. It's not about the points being scored. It's about being a teammate. It's about a sisterhood. It's about a bond. And that's what we're going to be about. This whole thing that makes basketball so magical, the whole reason I devoted my professional career to this game is to have all these young ladies have been devoted to this professional life to come together for one common goal. The one common goal of winning often, winning playoff games, and winning conference championships. The goal is what drives you, but the bond and everything else we go through in the process, that's what makes us. And it makes it perfect example of FAMU women basketball. I feel unbelievable fortunate, and it's so exciting to come to a team filled and full of energy. I look forward to building my staff over the next couple of weeks. I'm so excited about in the next month. I look forward to getting out in the community, the fans, the supporters, and tell them let's get on board because it's time to ride. The journey is here, and I'm so excited, and I cannot thank to my left the president and Tiffany the AD to my right for this great opportunity. And I'm going to tell you what, we're going to be about the business. And this is, like I said, there's no place like home. And when the teams come into this building, they're going to recognize what they're about to feel. And it's going to be pressure. And if you're going to be able to explain and determine who we are, it's going to be pressure. We're going to apply the pressure on defense, and we're going to apply the pressure on offense. So call us pressure. That's our new name, pressure. Everybody got that pressure. And if you're ready to ride, everybody in the room, you see my PG, we already connected. I let her know she's going to be able to come to me because I learned from the greatest. If she sees something I don't see, she's in charge because she's an extension of me on the court. I'm on the sideline. Now, when they get to the huddle, I done told her she's going to have to listen to me, not make me look good. But like I said, I'm just super excited. My family's here today, and I'm just ready to go. I done got this press conference out the way. God is so good. He's awesome. And I want you to know that everything that I do comes from the heart. I'm a giver, and I'm always full of energy. And before I conclude this, I want to say, LeBron, we want to thank you for all your support to this athletic department and FAMU as a whole. I want you and Savannah and the family to know that you, Bronny, are in our prayers. We're praying for a healthy, and speedy recovery. And just remember, when blessing goes up, when prayers goes up, blessings come down. We love you.
At this moment, we'll open up to questions for the media.
So, Coach, I don't know if it's the back of this thing that's messing with my frame of reference, but I've covered a lot of these introductory press conferences. This one has the feel of, I just won a championship press conference. So, talk about that, how you transcend this energy that you talked about, what I think most of us are feeling now. How do you transcend that to the players who have endured a couple of rough seasons?
Well, we talked about it early on. We had a private conversation, myself and the team, and we had 3 of our young ladies via Zoom that joined us in, and they just could feel it. So all they're going to do is that they can reciprocate from what I'm giving out. And that's the only way that I know how to do it, is to have to be reciprocated, and it starts from me. And when I can bring it every day, no matter how I'm feeling or what it looks like, if it's raining outside or whether it's a cloudy day, then the young ladies are going to feel that same, and then they just going to reciprocate it. And I also let them know that there's no task that's too big for me or too small. I'm going to mop the floors. I'm going to stay with them and do whatever it is. I'll carry the bags. And when they see me as the head of the body, doing all those things, they're going to follow. They're going to join in and follow. They ain't going to have a choice. The energy is contagious. I know you feel it in the room. It's contagious. You on board already. I got you. You done been struck, and you don't even know it.
Coach, University of Tennessee, if you think of University of Tennessee basketball, you first think of the women's program with the great years that Pat Summitt did. FAMU has had some great men's teams, but there was a time where the women's teams led the way. Great coaches like Mickey Clayton and Claudette Farmer built programs that would pack out the gym before the men's game started. What's your plan with your existing players, as well as looking in the portal to find the players that will fit a program that can compete in the SWAC and bring that Lady Rattler brand back up?
Well, it all starts with the 11 young ladies that we spoke about, and that was one of the questions that I asked Tiffany with the scholarships being at 15. Would she allow me to bring in other young ladies if we needed? And that was one of the questions that my young ladies asked me in the locker room. Coach, are you going to go out and get more players? And I said, we're going to talk about it, because it's a family decision. We're a family. I'm not going to do anything that's going to hurt the chemistry that we have right here today that I started. So we're going to go and we're going to look and we're going to see what we need in order to be successful. That's first of all. And just, the tradition at Tennessee, right? I was a part of that first national championship, so I know what it looked like. I've been a part of it. I continue to go back. I know the state of Florida history. I know what FAMU basketball had going on. And what I'm trying to do is build the program back up with character. The championship, the ingredients is here, but it's a different way you have to win today. You don't win championships the same way we won back at Tennessee. And I've given up my age, so that was back in the early 80s, the late 90s, that we was winning those ways. You don't reinvent the wheel already been invented. But what you do is you surround yourself with successful young ladies that's going to go to work. There's gym rats that I told them they're going to sit in the first 3 rows in the classroom, and they're going to stand for excellence. No matter where we at, we're going to walk straight, we're going to walk tall, and we're going to bring FAMU women's basketball program back to the top where it's supposed to be.
Allison Post, ABC.
Hey, Coach. Over here. You talked about coming back to Florida, how much that meant to you, but what was it about Florida A&M that you said, this is where I want to be? I want to coach this Rattler basketball team.
What was it about Florida A&M? Because they wanted me. It's just simple as that. Through my whole coaching career, everybody was like, Bridgette, you need an agent. You need an agent. And I was like, no, God is my agent. My work speaks for itself. And Tiffany believed in me from day one. I felt her energy on the phone when she first interviewed me. And I had to step outside the gym because I was recruiting. And she understood the circumstance. And I was just so nervous, but I was who I am. I'm very transparent. I'm very authentic. And I'm me. I'm just rare. To come back and lead a prestigious university that I grew up knowing, I didn't know nothing about the University of Tennessee or them Gators down. I don't even want to talk about it. I knew about FAMU basketball. So why not come back to something that I've been familiar with all my life? And why not now? Why not now?
Gerald Thomas, Tallahassee Democrat.
Hey, how you doing, Coach?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
And congratulations on getting the opportunity.
Thank you.
And just tell me about, as you come in and you get your first head coach opportunity, just tell me how important it is to, I know you're coming in and trying to build on what's already here, but tell me how important it is to really put your own stamp on things.
Well, that was one of the things that we spoke about right away. Tiffany allowed me to be who I am. And like I spoke to the young ladies early, I'm a defensive-minded coach, and that don't take a lot of talent. That just requires your heart and discipline and a lot of work. And I told them all I ask for is to get 1% better every day. At the University of Tennessee, we had on our wall, it said offense sell tickets. That's, we're going to be excited. We're going to get up. We're going to turn people over. We're going to force them to turn the ball over. And we're going to go shoot layups and mid-range jump shots. So that's going to bring people to the seats. Defense going to win games. Defense going to win a lot of games because everybody claim that they can score. Well, if everybody's scoring, who's going to play defense? Well, we're going to stop them. That's why defense come apart. But then we talked about championships, what Tiffany just said, about winning championships. So we like to say that rebounds and free throws win championships. So coming into a program, being so new, being up under so many brilliant head coaches, I've learned a lot. But what I've done is I put together my own book. I've been putting it together piece by piece, laying my foundation. So I said it in the beginning, all I can be is who I am, and I am who I am. And when I look back at my resume, I've done a lot of great things, and I told Tiffany, it's by no accident that I've been a part of a lot of people first. And I'm going to be a part of a lot of people first here at FAMU. It's going to be no different. And I'm going to do it my way, which is the right way that I believe in. And I'm sure Tiffany and President Robinson will let me know along the way if I need to do something to change. But I think they're going to be along for the ride with me because they're going to see how my young ladies are going to develop, not just on the basketball court, but in the classroom. Because I told them, everybody don't get to go pro in basketball, but they get to go pro in something.
Ryan Kelly, CBS.
Coach, back.
Oh, okay.
Welcome to town, first off. And
Thank you.
Second of all, as a former Florida high school basketball player yourself, you know the talent that this area has, and you also know you had to go out of state to end up getting in a place where you felt like you belonged and you could win championships. How important is it going to be for you to establish FAMU as a place where local and in-state talent feels that they can come in this state, in this region, and have a chance at winning championships?
I just know that over the years, I've been coaching for 23 years now, and I think Tiffany and the research firm, once they went out and started speaking to people, one thing that they could tell me that I was a winner and I do it the right way. So me being here today and announcing that I'm the head coach, I know my phone is going to start ringing off the hook because of the work that I've already done. So everybody wants to be a part of a winner. And that was one of the things that the young ladies told Tiffany that they wanted. They wanted a coach that had won. So people in the state of Florida want to go where winners have been and what they have done already. So my resume speaks for itself. And after they watch the season that I'm capable of putting people in the right position in order to be successful, they're going to come. But like I said, my coaching staff that I'll have here set in a week to come, we're going to go out and we're going to recruit the best. And we're going to start in the state of Florida. A lot of people going to recommend where those kids are at because there's no way possible that I and my staff can just locate them ourselves. We're going to have help. But we know that once we bring back that winning ways here at FAMU into the community and get everybody back excited about FAMU women basketball, that the state of Florida is going to get on board and bring those recruits to me. I won't have to go far to look for them.
Vaughn Wilson, HBCU Game Day.
I have two questions, one for VP Sykes and one for Dr. Robinson. The first one for VP Sykes. At FAMU, we've often had to wait for that process of a committee to get together to select a coach. How were you able to get this done in such a timely manner and get what we imagine is a good candidate? And Dr. Robinson, you and Mrs. Robinson rarely miss a women's basketball game. What are you and your wife looking forward to seeing at the basketball?
So I'm fortunate that I'm able to lean on our Office of General Counsel and Human Resources whenever I'm making any human resources decisions. The state of Florida and Florida A&M University allows for us to make hires through a waiver process that's common throughout the state university system. So, I had a number of people call me about Coach Gordon. Her resume spoke for itself. And after I talked to her, there was really no need for me to open this up to a committee or an interview because I knew that there would be no one with the pedigree that she had. So we were able to work within the university regulations and the university system to get her hired with the appropriate processes and get her on board. And she'll start officially on August 14th.
So Vaughn, first of all, I grew up in Memphis, Tennessee. I think y'all know that's where basketball started. It's not in it's a basketball hotbed. Everybody knows that. Furthermore, my wife played Division III basketball right at Washington University in St. Louis, and so we just enjoy the game. You know, my mother ended my Michael Jordan career in junior high school. But I never lost that passion. You know, you just have it. It's, some people call it a basketball Jones. You know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
Rain, sleet, or snow. If there's a basketball court, I was out there playing. Man. Y'all know what I mean. And so now I can watch other people play with that same level of passion I had. You know, on the school grounds of Memphis, Tennessee. But being able to come to a venue like this, I think one of the best in college basketball, if you ask me, right? To watch our women and men play, it's just a gift, right? And so we come and enjoy the game, right? Enjoy the fans. I don't think the young ladies often know that we're there. You know, we don't make a big deal of it, but you know, we're there, right? And we're going to continue to come because it's something that I just enjoy. But I also want the students to know that I can't get to everything in every game, but I support them in every way possible, right? I go to athletic events. Now, I haven't missed a football game in 6 years, but it's not as many as there are basketball games, but I'm going to be there. You can count on that. Okay.
Allison Posey.
86, you answered one of my questions. So August 14th is first day?
It is.
Official day. I guess for you, Coach, what's next for you? I mean, coaching, I know you mentioned getting the coaching staff together, but what are these next couple of weeks going to look like for you?
First of all, I can say no sleep. That's what it's going to look like. But just putting my foot down and on the ground running. I have like a plan that I've set down with others. You know, the first 3 weeks everybody say that, but every situation is different till you get there and you see what's needed. And like I said, the first most important thing is to hire a staff that's going to be of my DNA, for these beautiful young ladies that's back here in the room with me for us to get started. I've already asked Tiffany for the schedule. I already know who our non-conference for, so I'm already working on a scouting report for our first game.
Can you tell them who that is?
And guess what? And my first debut as a head coach will be in Thompson Bowling Arena. How fitting. I did not, this is God's plan. It's not Bridget's plan. It's just fitting that my first game will be in Thompson Bowling Arena against the Lady Vols. So I'm already working on a scouting report. But no, just the importance of it is making sure the young ladies are good and that I'm here for them. Opening the doors on my phone. Everybody has my phone, but just to get my staff in order, all the other logistics of making sure the hire goes through. I still have to do a lot of other things here for the university, for Tiffany, to make sure everything is settled on that end. But just more importantly, just to exhale, put my gloves on, get on my running shoes, and just run and just keep running. And whatever that looks like I said, I'll just knock it out. If that answers your question.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ryan Kelly.
My question was for VP Sykes. You mentioned when the job came back open, there was so much interest and your phone blew up. Just how encouraging is that for you that so many people believe in what this program can be and its potential beyond what it's done in the past?
Well, I think it means a lot. And like I mentioned earlier, and I wanted to make sure I acknowledge this in front of the media because Josh is the liaison between FAMU athletics and the media. Part of the reason that this job is so attractive is the way that he amplifies what we do at Florida A&M Athletics. He has a way of telling our story unlike anyone I've ever seen do it. So the way that he's able to get us out nationally, locally, I mean, we've been on ESPN, we've been on CNN, we've been on the local, we've been everywhere, and that's due in part to him. The other thing is, you know, we are the #1 public ranked HBCU for 4 years in a row. We are making strides at the senior leadership table to become the first HBCU to be a Research One institution. There are so many. I'm gonna tell you what I tell my student athletes. All right, and I just flew in this morning from an event in Miami. I want to thank the group down there for raising $67,000 for me in 3 hours to support FAMU athletics.